All right, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zo. This is episode 94, Culturvated Agency with my guy Vok.
How you doing, brother?
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, my brother.
Thank you for your time in advance.
No doubt.
Once again,
anytime. You already know.
Definitely shout out to my Uncle Jay for making this happen.
Shout out to Jay.
You know what I'm saying? My
OG
Brooklyn
Merriweather.
That's a fact. I was an honorary Merriweather at his wedding.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? My side of the family is my side of the family.
Come on.
But I was definitely Merriweather that day.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying, how you been, man?
I can't complain, man. Just been taking it easy, living, taking life as it goes.
Yeah.
Working hard, trying to stay out of trouble, so I ain't got to sell crack anymore.
Yeah, I hear that. So tell the world who you are, where you from?
My name is Vokarondon. I'm from two neighborhoods, actually. I'm from Flatbush and I'm from Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Flatbush. My mom from Franklin Avenue, but then she had moved to Flatbush.
Yeah.
When she had got remarried and shit. And then every weekend I had to go to my dad's house. My dad's from Chauncey Howard.
Yeah.
So I had to go over there. That's where I learned everything at though.
Yeah. Do you claim one more than the other?
Yeah, I claim Howard Avenue more.
Yeah.
Cause that's where I made my first dollar, got my first piece of pussy, shot my first gun, got my ass kicked the first time, kicked the ass the first time.
Yeah.
All of that happened over there. That's my favorite part of Brooklyn.
Do you feel like it helped you become who you are today?
Without Howard Avenue, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Yeah.
You had to be we was kids, but we had to be men at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was we had to know better about things that we never was taught.
Yeah.
Every day we had to be ahead of the curve and we didn't even know how to be. We just had to do it. We had to do it every single day.
Yeah.
You had to learn on the fly or you was going to die, literally.
Yeah. How was your home life?
I mean, home wasn't bad. I wouldn't say I was it was niggas who had it worse than me. I ain't have it the greatest. You feel me? My mom had 4 kids. She made $600 every 2 weeks and had to pay rent, light, gas, babysitter, transportation.
Yeah.
I mean, we was borderline poor, but we made it work. You feel me? And my dad, he had his struggles and shit like that, but over there it wasn't that bad either.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So what would you say the worst thing you've ever been through is?
The worst thing I ever been through, shit, I've been shot a few times. But the worst thing I ever really honestly been through though was when my friend, my man, a nigga I grew up with my whole entire life, when he betrayed me, that was the worst thing that ever happened in my life. Cause you don't expect it.
Yeah.
So I'm just nah, my friend ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? When he betrayed my trust, that ruined me for everything. I couldn't function the way I usually function in the street. I was super cold from there on then. That was the worst thing that probably happened to me as a kid.
Do you think for him it was worth it?
I mean, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Is he as big as Vok today?
No.
So
he definitely lived with his mother.
It was an L all around.
Yeah, he definitely lives with his mom. He's doing terrible. He's doing the same. He doing the same exact thing that he was doing when we was kids. Literally, the same exact job, same exact thing. Ain't no progression at all.
Yeah. You see him?
I see him all the time.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be the same.
Yeah.
But he knows that he's the reason why I'm here. Yeah. Cause I couldn't take that street shit. I couldn't take lessons like that. I was never taking anything on the hop from there on in. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? He's the reason why niggas turned to real cold. Yeah.
So I heard you put together a tournament in 40 Park.
Fact. I did 3 of them. So it was a family day. Me, my brother Extra, Sucker Free West, my man Ski, and my man Bobby. In my neighborhood back in the days, my man Jay she used to throw the tournaments in the park, Monica and shit. She did the tournaments and all of that. And when I was a kid, we kind of looked forward to that. Mr. Spellman, Monica's tournaments and shit. We used to look forward to them shits. And yeah, so we was missing that in my neighborhood for so long. I was like, yo, we gotta bring that shit back. And the first year we did it, it was a hit. Yeah. Crazy. We gave out like 20 bands and school supplies and sneakers and haircuts and all types of shit. Mm-hmm. The second year we did it, it was kind of bigger, but the police gave us more pushback.
Yeah.
Because it was more positivity. And by the third year, they was already giving me so many restrictions and so many stipulations and so much problems with the permits. It kind of discouraged me from doing it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was just like a hard thing because I know the kids in my neighborhood was looking forward to it just like we was looking forward to the situation in our hood, like growing up. Like, you feel me?
Yeah. Do you feel like being from Brooklyn has added like any pressure to you to make it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
How so?
Because I'm from Howard and Chauncey. We ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't got shit. Ain't nobody, we ain't got no basketball players, we ain't got no football players, we ain't got no rappers, we ain't got no actors, we ain't got no stars. All we got is niggas who did time and sold drugs. Like, they name is lit and all of that. But
hood celebrities.
Yeah, we got hood niggas who's famous. We got nobody that ever did anything substantial with their lives in my hood. So me being the first, I take a real pride with it. You feel what I'm saying? And I can't let niggas in my hood down.
Yeah.
Because even though niggas in my hood didn't think I'd be this far, nobody in my hood can say like, yo, I believed I knew he was going to be that far. Nobody. Like, not one person.
So if I hear that, I'd be like, that's cap.
Niggas lying.
Yeah.
Even my mother didn't believe me. Niggas, like, nobody believed that I would do what I'm doing right now. Cause I was like, I told niggas earlier, like, I was the kid that your mom was like, yo, I don't want to see you with that kid. I see with that kid, you get into trouble. Like, they ain't want, like, I was that guy.
Yeah.
So nobody didn't expect me to be where I'm at. So the pressure is to keep being where I'm at so I can't prove them right about me. They got to keep being proved wrong for the rest of their lives.
I hate
about who I was.
I hate that. Top 5 Brooklyn rappers.
Biggie, Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, Fab. And yo, crazy, I would tell you this, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. I kind of don't care. It's Ty-Riff, son. This nigga named Ty-Riffic from my neighborhood, son. Ty-Riff right now, he might be like little, you know what I mean, crazy. But back in the days, he was like 15. Son was mad nice for so many years that niggas was like, yo, he just never got on. If he'd ever got a chance to get on, he'd have been one of them niggas because he was really that nice. Like, really, 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 really that good.
Yeah. How old is he today?
Riff probably like 34, 33, some shit like that. Yeah. Around 35 maybe.
So you feel like his window closed?
I wouldn't say it closed. I wouldn't sign a kid that's over 30. I wouldn't sign a nigga over 25, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
and why is that?
Because they got too much going on. By the time you're 25, your life already began. You might have kids, bills, shit like that. Like, you ain't trying to listen to no man. You already a man. You already got shit going on. Not saying a 21, 19-year-old ain't a man, but they still live with their mom. They need a way out, so they're going to work harder to get out. A nigga that's 25, 26, he already in his life.
Yeah.
Only thing you can do is add. You ain't adding right now. I don't really need you, my nigga. He don't got to work that hard because his life is already hard for him to work. You feel what I'm saying? So he don't really got to do too much.
Top 10 rappers of all time.
Shit. Big J Nas, Beans Kiss, Fab, Nori, Nature, 50 Cent, in the Game.
That's a solid list. I gotta, even though...
Oh, I'm sorry, not the Game.
Ahead.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes. Oh yeah, I just actually saw a clip. I don't know if you saw Busta Rhymes. He was on Big Boy show, and they was doing like a karaoke thing, and he still did all the old shit just as fast as he did it back then. It was the most impressive thing I've seen.
Busta's one of the most impressive entertainers of our time. Like, nobody has ever... You gotta remember, Busta Rhymes had top 10 platinum smashes his whole life, right? And then he was doing arenas for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
He don't know how not to perform. Yeah. That nigga's a natural performer. He been doing it every day. It's so crazy that the only nigga that's better than Busta at performing is Spliff Star. Yeah. True story. Like, Spliff Star is a better performer than Busta because he don't have to say the lyrics. He could just move. But them two niggas right there, probably the best show you ever gonna go and see.
Yeah. I know a lot of Busta Rhymes used to scare the shit out of me, bro. know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a 90s baby. I was born 92, right? Yeah. So 97, so dangerous, all that shit. You imagine being 5, seeing nigga, like running around like that, bro. Nigga turn white, running through the crowd. Yo, that shit, you scared the shit out of me. Wow. You know what I'm saying? That shit, whoa. But, you know, years past, you know, I started to appreciate it. But, man, that shit was scary as fuck at that time. Shout out to Busta, man. And I definitely got a lot of, I used to say Kiss was my favorite rapper in high school. He still is to this day. And obviously, you know, he's outlasted everybody that was on every other nigga's list. Yeah. So it's like I was right and you was wrong.
Yeah. Kiss is still a greater rapper. Yes. But Busta Rhymes still rank a little bit higher than some niggas because not only he was a good rapper, he was a great executive. Yeah. Busta Rhymes put on mad rappers, bro. Like at one time, he had Rampage going crazy, Rod Digger going crazy at one time. Even Spliff had a hit. But you niggas forget that OT Genesis is his artist. You know what I'm saying? And then he got the new guy, what's his name? Stove God Cooks. He's fucking wildin'. Yeah. Son is mad nice. So Busta Rhymes is also a good A&R. Yeah. Can't take that away from him. Yeah.
So how would you compare old Brooklyn versus new Brooklyn?
Shit. Old Brooklyn is way more safer than new Brooklyn. It's crazy. I know you think that old Brooklyn is way safer because the respect was higher. Like in my neighborhood, we were just talking about it like respect was everything. So if you had respect from niggas, you was kind of good. If you had no respect, niggas didn't respect you, they kind of did whatever they wanted to you. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. This day and age, these niggas don't give a fuck who you respect. Yeah. They don't care. Like, nigga, what? Kill you often. They don't care about respect. Yeah, it's whoever got the gun. Right like you killed somebody yesterday. If you ain't killed somebody yesterday, niggas don't give a fuck OG. Like, niggas don't care about that. Like, these kids today, they're terrible. They have no respect for anyone, not even their parents.
Yeah. So that goes... What makes someone a solid OG?
Somebody who been there, done that, and is trying to prevent whatever he lived through, he's trying to prevent the next person from going through it. Yeah. He's trying to make other people learn from his mistakes he already made. I told niggas my favorite slogan is Hove did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that because niggas already did it for y'all. I did the time. Yeah. I did the shootings. I did the robbery. I did all of that for y'all. Y'all don't have to go and do it. Y'all can just hear the stories. Y'all need to do the other side of shit. Like niggas don't need to go through all of that. Those are true OGs. Those who are giving the game and teaching the positive instead of the negative. I don't like them bozo niggas who be trying to give niggas guns and all of that. Like if the little nigga life in danger and you hear about him about to get murdered, you give him a gun, that's different. Yeah. But if you tell a nigga, yo, go put in a drill and go do that, and you some old nigga who especially never did that, because you know some niggas who never did it. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like it's niggas who was Maytags on Rikers Island trying to act like tell these kids like they was gangster and all that. And they was soft. Like you feel what I'm saying? So I don't like those niggas. I don't like the fake OG niggas. I like the niggas who really trying to give the game. Like you know what I'm saying? Niggas who see the young niggas wilding like, yo, chill, homie. Yeah. Chill out. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like my man Jay used to tell my man Bari. Bari was a shithead. Like he was a smart nigga, but he was a shithead. And he be needing game. But he wasn't like tough like that, but he was smart. Jay knew that. Jay like, yo, this nigga's he's a little bit smart, but he ain't ready for that other side of stuff. Yo, listen, boy, you gotta move this way, boom, boom, boom. Like you gotta school niggas so they know the other side. Like it can happen, but you can avoid it if you smart enough. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas gotta just learn their position. So a real OG teach a young nigga his true position in the streets, not what he's supposed to be doing. Like you feel what I'm saying? That's how niggas end up in the can and all of that. Terrible guidance.
Yeah, no, I respect that a lot. And that's what a lot of my platform is about. You know, it's about the youth. It's about empowerment. It's about showing them a better way, you know, through a positive lens. You know, I consider myself a pretty positive person. I'm from the South Bronx. 90s baby, bro. It was wild, bro. I'm from Brook Ave. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Down the street from Cortland, Forest Ave, Jackson Project, you name it, Maria Lopez, all of that.
Shout out to Brook Ave.
I was in the middle of that, you know? And as a dude from the sidewalks, some people feel like I don't have a leg to stand on to say what you just said. But even though I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? Older brother's crib, older brother's blood. I've seen that, but I just chose the baseball and school route. But remember, I got to go to school. I got to go to practice. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? So I still got to maneuver through all of that. So I've been through it and I've seen it. And I'm like, yo, firsthand, let me tell this young kid, this is not for you. So where I get it, there's a lot of kids that I've mentored that have been locked up. They came home and stuff. They told me things about your paperwork got to be solid when you go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And they say jail is really about respect.
100%.
If you don't have that, then it's not for you. But this is why I say with most niggas on the block, it's all a hypothetical. And I say that to say this. Most people have never stood in front of a judge that said, yo, we're going to give you 20 years. You can only say hypothetically what you would do. But if you've never been in a position, how could you really know what you would do or what you wouldn't?
That's why I say niggas is fake OGs.
Yeah.
Because like, right, it's niggas who've been in the streets 30, 40 years who never went to jail, right?
Yeah.
Then they niggas who've been in the streets 30, 40 years who never went to jail, right? Which one of them are snitches?
The one that's been in the jail the one that's been in the streets 34 years never went to jail.
They both did. It's niggas who've been in the streets. Like I know it's niggas who've been in the streets 40 years, been in the streets doing their thing, never went to jail. There's niggas who did the same exact thing, adjacent to that. Been in the streets for a long time, never went to jail. One of them niggas out of them two though is telling to stay home.
Yeah.
Who you know, which one is it? You don't know. You know why? Because you look at both of them niggas the same, because why? They never been to jail in your eyes. We don't know what a nigga do in his own time.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So to me, I don't look at a nigga because he went to jail or he's an OG. No, I look at niggas how he move.
Yeah.
You can tell when a nigga moving and did some weird shit.
Yeah.
And you feel what I'm saying? Like if you can hit, like it's niggas who OGs in the hood and niggas like, yo, big homie. I can remember stories when I was a kid, like, yo, they said this nigga was telling we was young. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Niggas be having scratches on their name and they reinvent themselves to a new generation. Yeah. And that's what most of these dudes do. They reinvent themselves to a new generation instead of being who they are. Yeah. Like I can go to my hood, I can sit right here and tell you who I am on this TV, on this camera right now, and you could go to my neighborhood and they're gonna tell you I'm exactly that same person because I ain't changed my story. I ain't nobody. I ain't trying to be something different. Yeah. These other niggas be somebody different, and then they come in this shit and they try to change the story and try to be somebody else. You are who you are before you got here, my nigga. Niggas gonna know. You can, no matter how much you try to hide it. Yeah. Once you scratch the surface, that deep down, niggas gonna know exactly who you are. So you can't lie. And these niggas be lying and they lie to the kids and mislead them. And that's why they be where they at. Yeah. Where they go to the OCFSs and all of that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Morals and principles.
You need both. Because your morals come from principles that you stand on, and your principles come from the morals that you built. So you need both.
Character.
Character is very important. Your character is everything. Some people got bad character, some people got good character. But your character is what's gonna carry you, because your character is based on the morals that you believe in, the principles that you stand on. You feel what I'm saying? So they all three go hand in hand.
That's a fact. Streets versus the sidewalks.
I wish I'd have picked the sidewalks, but I'm glad I did the streets because it made me who I am today. Yeah. Sidewalk, though, is so much safer and cheaper. Like, I didn't know how, if I went to the sidewalk, I never knew how much it costs to pay for a lawyer for a case. Yeah. Or how much bail costs and things like that. You feel what I'm saying? Those are the things that niggas on the sidewalk have to deal with.
Yeah, well, I mean, I try to, like I said, I had to experience both sides. You know what I'm saying? We grew, like, my era was very color sensitive, you know, and you couldn't wear a Cincinnati Reds hat, couldn't wear a Dodger hat. You know what I'm saying? If you wore too much yellow, you probably Latin King. You wore too much red, you blood. So it's like, I feel like kids nowadays have a lot more freedom to, like, if you wore those sneakers in 2005, it was already assumed you was blood.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not as color sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they have more freedom to be themselves. But when I was in high school on Walton Avenue, it was wild. You know what I'm saying? And shit got crazy. That was the Merm era. People getting knocked off their feet for their Pradas, for they what you call them, the gator shits, the Mauries, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sidekicks, people getting robbed for iPods and all of that. So it's like, you got to learn how to maneuver through all of that, how to follow your gut, how maybe I'm not going to go to that block. Maybe I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but those situations turned some niggas into street niggas. Yeah. Like, it's niggas who was regular kids their whole life, and the nigga took their shit, and then now they go back to get it with a gun. Yeah. He done killed the nigga. Now he's forced to be in the streets. He didn't even mean that. He ain't even want that for himself. But you see what I'm saying? Like, the sidewalk niggas versus the street kids. Yeah. Because now it's a kid in the streets who was listening to stories from some punk ass old nigga that said it was okay to go and take another nigga's sneakers. Yeah. He went and took another nigga's sneaker and forced the nigga to kill him. Yeah. Do we blame the nigga who killed him? We play the nigga who robbed him.
No, you can't blame them.
It's two losses. They both L's.
They both lost, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Only person you could blame was the nigga who sparked the idea.
Yeah. And it's crazy because a lot of that, a lot of us, we add fuel to the fire, we hype it. You ever notice how sometimes excited we get to tell a story of a fight we saw? That nigga, fuck that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, we excited, but we're not talking about anything positive. We really talking about, yo, he knocked that nigga, yo, nigga got slumped, bro, mink, mink, you know what I'm saying? And it's all this animation and everything going on, telling a story about seeing a dude get knocked out.
Because in the hood, anything negative is a badge of honor. You know how proud I was when I went to Spofford, did my time, and came home to the block. I'm a little 14-year-old nigga, got my tank top on. I was mad proud, like I did some ill shit, like I went to college. Yeah. I just went to jail. Like I just went to jail. I was just happy that older niggas knew that I went to jail. I wasn't scared. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, like going to jail as a young nigga and not telling and holding it down when you in there, that make older niggas give you packs and shit, because now they know, if he get locked up, he ain't gonna tell, or he ain't gonna be bitch up and shit like that. So older niggas they'll fuck with you even more because you did that time and shit like that. So that was like a badge of honor in the hood. So when you saying like how niggas talking about a fight, like if you see a nigga get whipped out or you whip the nigga out, you can't wait to tell niggas like, oh, this nigga, because it's like, it adds to your respect meter. Like it's another good mark in your report card. You feel what I'm saying?
In your hood card.
In your hood report card. That's all you need. Oh yeah, he whips ass. Cool.
You
know what I mean?
Do you remember your first night in jail?
Hell yeah, nigga.
You sleep?
No. Nah, I mean, my first time I got arrested, my first time I was did time, like a night in jail, I was like 13. And my mom, I had got arrested at like Cowdoor or some shit, like stealing or some bullshit. And she was like, no, keep that nigga. Let's teach him a lesson. And I sat in Spofford for the first night. And I woke up the next day and they took us to court and shit like that. And then my grandmoms came and got me and she was like, you okay? I was like, yeah, but I ain't get no sleep. That shit, I can't sleep in that shit. That shit was wild. Like, that's some wild shit. Like, jail, like, you let me go to jail because I took a bike. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, I was more mad at her for leaving me there than I was for myself for stealing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my first night in jail when I was a kid, that was like, I was more mad at my mom than actually learning from the experience. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
How was London?
London was fire. Shout out to London. Shout out to my man SK. Shout out to everybody I met and had connections with out there. That shit was fire. Like, London was some ill shit because it's like London is like a huge Flatbush. With white people. Like, you feel me? Everybody speak kind of like broken English, and it's kind of like I can understand them a little bit more because I'm from Flatbush and West Indian and things like that. And then being an American manager that deal with drill artists that are huge over there, it made things like super easy. Like, it was easy for me to tap in with anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be harder here. Like, here to tap and imagine trying to talk to Post Malone manager and shit like that. Like, I know those guys, but imagine trying to do it and you ain't got no real connection. Nobody gonna fuck with you. But over there, they're more receptive to fucking with you than opposed, because you're from America. You could bring a different entity, different light, different eyes, different visuals over here, different people paying attention to what they got going over here opposed to here. And people look at you like competition when you trying to get involved with them. You feel what I'm saying? So they look at me like an asset over there than actual competition.
Isn't drill originally from the UK?
Drill is originally from Chicago.
Okay.
The form of production that they use in New York is from the UK.
Okay.
But so the New York kids started rapping on the drill beat. They first started doing the Chicago drill beats. But then when the Chicago drill niggas was calling, like, yo, y'all dick ride, and they was like, oh, we ain't doing drill. This is just New York beats. This is New York rap on those beats. Like, you feel what I'm saying? This is trap. This is New York trap. And then when Suburban came out, and maybe a couple other records in the mix of that too, like, when they started using the UK drill beats, that's when Brooklyn drill was actually born type shit.
Well, did you ever see yourself traveling the world?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I always knew I was going to go out travel the world. I didn't know how, but I knew I was going to do it.
I think right now I've been, with the podcast, I've really been tapped into my imagination. And I feel like that's the beautiful thing of dreaming, manifestation, and imagining things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you see things. You was way outside of Bed-Stuy a long time ago.
Facts. For a long time. I was just telling niggas a story about, it was this guy from my neighborhood. He was the only person I ever knew in the music business. Like he was legit in the music business, had a real artist, a real lit artist that was scoring platinum and shit like that. But he was from my block.
Yeah.
So I used to try mad hard to be friends with the nigga, like try to be cool with him because I just knew that what he's doing is what I want to do.
Yeah.
If he give me one opportunity to prove myself that I can do what he's doing, I'm pretty sure he'll see it and he'll let me fuck around and he'll put me on.
Yeah.
But he never did. It was like the opposite, actually. The more I tried to be cool with him, the more I tried to be friends with the nigga, the more he like pushed me away and kind of like shunned me.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I don't want to fuck with that little nigga. I want to fuck with that little nigga. But then fast forward right now, he'll love for me to call him and say, yo, let's do business. You feel me? Because I stayed down.
Yeah.
And was and believed in myself. Opposed to trying to wait for him to believe in me. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a fact. Can you tell us about your cousin Tiny?
Yeah, rest in peace, my cousin Tiny. That was like my best friend growing up. My cousin Tiny, he had started the gang 551 that 50 Cent used to be a part of and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like an ill nigga. Like Tiny was an ill nigga. He died at 18 years old, but was the illest nigga in the neighborhood, bro. Like an ill ass nigga. He was like, I don't even know how to explain this nigga. He was like one of a kind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like one of a kind nigga. He was just he'll fight a nigga. He know he can't beat you, but he gonna fight you. He don't give a fuck you 7'10". He gonna fight you because he gonna fight. Like you ain't gonna play with him.
Yeah.
He gonna try his hardest, but he was the most genuine nigga ever. Like he give you his split off his back.
Yeah.
Last dollar in his pocket, like, yo, listen, I got $1. We gonna split this shit. We gonna get quarter. Like we gonna, I mean, gonna make it work. Like he was like one of the illest niggas, and he was murdered due to senseless gun violence when I was 13.
Wow.
Or I never forget that night because we was sitting in the crib, and he was like, yo, when Wu-Tang Forever, we was ordering the videos off the box. Remember the box back in the day?
Yeah.
We ordering the videos off the box, and we trying to get Wu-Tang, we was trying to get the Try-On video. Try-On video just came out, but he never saw it.
Yeah.
So then he went to the store to go do something for my grandma, and it came on. He came back, he was tired. He like, yo, at the end of it, he like, yo, call. He said, beat me as soon. He said, I don't give a fuck. Beat me when you think it's about to come on, and I'm gonna run over here. I ain't gonna answer. I'm just gonna run over here.
Yeah.
So the Try-On video come on. I'm like, yo, I'm calling, I'm beeping the nigga. He ain't answering. The shit go off. The shit came right back on again, like back to back. Cause back in the days in the box, that's used to happen. Like videos would come on back to back. So this shit came on again. Yeah. So now I go to the window to go call the nigga. When I go to the window, I see somebody running from the shit. Cause I hear like something, but I'm watching the video so loud and going crazy, like bomb atomic league. Like we going crazy off the Try-On shit. So I get to the window, I see niggas running and shit. Like, what the fuck? So then I see people running into the building like, yo, Tiny just got shot. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Run downstairs. He was in the fucking hallway. They put him in the ambulance, man. That shit was like crazy. I thought he was going to be all right because he was kind of fake talking and shit. Got to the hospital, he just passed away. That shit was like,
didn't make it.
Saddest day of my life. That shit broke me down. That was the first time I ever lost somebody.
Yeah, that was really close to you.
Yeah, facts. Like, it's crazy.
Nah, man, he rest in peace. And
yeah, rest in peace to cousin Tiny.
Made him extremely proud.
Facts.
So,
my son.
When did you get into the music business?
I started doing beats back in like 2099. My man Personnel, this kid from my neighborhood, Jonathan Duggar, he used to do beats and shit on the MTV music generator.
Yeah.
And I used to get over there to his crib. I felt that shit was mad ill.
Yeah.
And then my little man, my man Fats and my man Waukee, they used to rap. And it was mad nice, but they never had any beats.
Yeah.
It wasn't like YouTube now. Like you could go pull beats off YouTube and shit. Like niggas who ain't had no beats, you had to rap off a little. You had to, like, what we used to do was, like, songs by rappers, and they have their albums and they had a song at the end with like a little piece of the beat.
Yeah.
We used to take that shit, the little 4 seconds, and extend it, like tape record, and extend that shit for like a minute and 30 seconds, and then put that shit in one tape deck, and then the second tape deck we record the vocals over. You feel what I'm saying? Type shit. And like it was like crazy how he used to do it. So when he first started doing that shit, I was trying to do beats, but I was fake trying to rap, but I couldn't rap.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't really do beats that well, but I had money.
Yeah.
So I went and bought the game. I was like, yo, let me go buy this game. So I got nice. I bought the game and got nice. Started going over there with the nigga. He started showing me different shit, how to save shit. Because then we had the memory cards.
Yeah.
So we had to save our shit on the memory card and all of that shit. And then my man Personnel, he ended up one time meeting like Timbaland or somebody, and he actually went and made a beat off the music generator live. And then shit blew up. And once he started making mad shit, and then Fruity Loops came out.
Yeah.
So when Fruity Loops came out, that's when we all got nice. Like out of nowhere, like real shit, we all got nice with this program called Cool Edit. And it let us sample like we was on the MPC.
Yeah.
And then Fruity Loops, you put the sample through there and used to do beats through that, like whatever. And then we all got, like literally we all got nice. Like Personnel was like the best because he used to do keyboards and shit like that. With my man Jonathan, my man Raymond, my man Justin, they all got nice. Even my man Zach, like everybody was nice. So then I made like my first hot beat, and then niggas rapped on it, and I started getting hyped. The nigga Personnel and Jonathan and Personnel and Raymond, they started doing beats for fucking Dipset and shit.
Yeah.
So like, these niggas doing beats for Dipset? I'm like, nah, these niggas is hot.
Yeah.
These niggas is hot. So then one day I went to projects, I gave Fab a CD, he didn't rap on it, but Kane did. So then Kane started fucking with
Big Daddy Kane?
No, Paul Kane.
Paul Kane, okay.
Paul Kane was like a big deal when we was young niggas.
Yeah.
So Paul Kane started fucking with my shit. And then when she started fucking with my shit, everybody in the hood started fucking with my shit too. So then I started doing beats for like local acts and shit. And then like the first time like I got like an artist on my shit was like my friend Flawless. Shout out to my son Flawless. Flawless, he did a mixtape with Trey Songz back in the days, like when Trey Songz first started coming to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And I made a beat for him, and Trey Songz jumped on it. That was the first time, like a nigga, they never put the song out.
Yeah.
That was the first time a industry person jumped on my beat.
Yeah.
And then from there, I had the placement for Kane. I did more shit for Kane, mad shit for Kane. Then I started doing shit for Mano and a bunch of other Brooklyn niggas and shit. Started getting my shit hot. Then I started developing shit.
Yeah.
I had an artist named Cardi I was working with, another artist, R Fox, and these guys were like doing Smack DVDs and MTV of Fight Club battles and shit like that. So it was like, started building from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started working with my man Push. And Push was like how I got the taste of the industry. Like, I bet we run around with Mano, Push about to get a deal. It was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? That was like my first taste of it. I also did beats for Troy Ave too before. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I worked with a bunch of niggas. And that's like how I got in the industry though, like just doing beats and shit. Mm-hmm. But it was at one point when I came home from jail, I was like, I don't want to do beats no more. I ain't got the patience for that shit. But I knew I wanted to do something in music. So I used to just run around with like Mano, Uncle Murder, Push, and a bunch of other niggas just to figure out exactly what it is that I want to do in music. Mm-hmm. And then management kind of found me type shit. So then I started managing. And then like my first client was like my man 183rd type shit. But I was also working with Tax Stone, and then I was working with Casanova, Manolo Rose. Yeah. And that's where I got my first early management experience before I found Sober Universe's Brute from Queens. And then in the midst of finding them, I found Shawnee Bin Laden, 22 G's, BizzyBanks, and so on and so forth. Yeah. That way.
How long were you away for?
I did 2 years. Mm-hmm. Longest 2 years of my life.
Yeah. Where were you?
I was in Rikers Island for like 13, 14 months. Then I went upstate to Ogdensburg. Mm-hmm. Ogdensburg, New York is like 12 hours away. Yeah. But the jail was like the best jail because they had a stove, they had a hot pot and a microwave. Nigga, you know how hard that is? Like I learned how to cook in that shit. Yeah. Word the mother. Like I'm a fake chef. Yeah. I learned how to cook up there, like real shit. Yeah. Did you have a favorite jail meal? Hell yeah. I used to make baked mac and cheese. Yeah. With the barbecue chicken. I could have sold that in there. Yeah. Dead ass. Like niggas in the can, like, if I could make the mac and cheese, that shit was crazy last time. Like it was so crazy, bro. Like they got the electric stove top up there. So, like it's just regular pot. So now in order to bake mac and cheese, you gotta reduce the heat, but they gotta spread like an oven. Yeah. So the Dutch oven, like the pots that your moms make, the rice in the silver pot. We used to put that shit in there, put a little water at the bottom, put the mac and cheese, like make the mix and all that, put that shit in there. Yeah. Put a tuna fish can on top of the stove, pour water in there, then put the pot on that. So now that reduces the heat while it's still bubbling and make the heat evenly. So then the top will be baked crispy like a real mac and cheese. That shit was fire. Like the science niggas.
Yeah, I was just about to. You gotta get out my. I was just saying that. Like I'm thinking about admiration. Yeah, that's
the science.
Gotta get creative.
That's how I learned that food was like a science because it's like, yo, the shit we had to do. My man Fatty, he's from Poughkeepsie. He was the illest prison chef I ever saw. Yeah, my son was making General Tso's chicken with orange peels and sugar.
Yeah, wow,
and
that's
that
crazy.
Shit tasted just like the fucking General Tso's shit. Yeah. He'd have like a packet of soy sauce he stole from the CO or something. Pour that shit. That nigga make some fire.
Yeah.
Son.
He was on his PF chains up north.
Yo, he was fire. Shout out to Fatty. It was another nigga. It was two niggas. He was from Poughkeepsie, and my son Pancake was from Poughkeepsie. Pancake was like the greatest pancake maker I ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
my son was the first nigga I ever see like put Kit Kats and shit in the pancakes and then add more pancake mix on top of it to cover it. Then he flipped it. I was like, oh, I never thought of doing that. He was the first nigga. Like he was making the greatest pancakes every week, so every Saturday. My son was nice. Shout out to Pancake.
How was your transition once you came out?
That shit was rough, bro, because I came home. You gotta remember, I went to jail. I was getting bread, running around and shit. I came home, nigga. I had 2 pair of Levi's, a pair of white ups, and a pack of tees. So that shit was crazy. Like, the transition and then trying to keep myself humble the whole time was hard too because I just didn't want to go back to jail because I was like, yo, I can't go back to jail for 5 years because I was impatient for 1. Yeah. So I was like, let me sit down, figure out a plan before I do anything, or at least let me go parole before I try to do some dumb shit first. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. My first day of parole, I can't even lie. I got parole. I came home August 10th, 2010. I got parole August 10th, 2011. I was out of town August 12th. Yeah. I was back in the town hustling. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But I gave myself time to try to figure something out before I went back to what I usually do. Like, you feel me?
How can you define drill music?
Drill music is just, I define it as music coming from the kids of this generation. Like, you know, if this was the 70s, right, Jimi Hendrix would be drill. Yeah. If this was the 80s, Curtis Blow would be drill. Or, you know what I mean? Because they always talking about real life situations, shit that was happening in real time, in real life. Mm-hmm. So you can even go as far as saying Tupac would be drill. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Tupac, all he did was diss niggas in his songs and shit like that. That would be drill. Yeah. So drill
Hit Him Up.
Yeah, Hit 'Em Up is a drill record. Yeah. If there was this day and age. Like, yes. You know what I'm saying? So drill records is just songs that are basically songs that are derogatory to the artist's opposition, but at the same token, songs that are hit at a certain BPM. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know when you hear a beat, that's a drill beat. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Whether it's Chicago drill, whether it's New York drill or London drill, you know it's a drill beat and it's from that genre.
Yeah. Why manage a drill artist?
Because nobody else was doing it. I remember when I first started working with Tutu, it was only one other drill artist that ever got a deal, and his name was Bambino. Mm-hmm. So Bambino had got a deal from Atlantic Records, the same art label that actually signed Tutu. Yeah. But Bambino, when he got signed, they didn't know what to do with drill at all. Yeah. Even when Tutu got signed, they didn't know what to do with drill. Like, I didn't even know what to fucking do with drill. But I knew that he was a star. I knew this genre was gonna be, I knew it was gonna have stars in the genre. I knew he was a star, and I knew that we was on to something. Yeah. So I said, all right, let me manage the kids that nobody in the industry will work with, because it's going to work if we get it to work one time. Like, we get to work one time, it's gonna work forever. Yeah. Do ops help or hurt the music? I mean, I think it all hurts the music. Anything where it's like anything where it's actually real life shit happening is all hurting the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think life should imitate art. Yeah. I think art should imitate life. And what's happening now is the kids are in the art. They just letting life imitate the art, and then letting art imitate the life. Yeah. Right? So they're rapping about what they lived, but then they got to keep living to keep rapping.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's why you got these kids that still committing all of these crimes and shit because they wanted their new music to be as authentic as the old music.
Yeah. Oh, so they feel like it still got to hit the same.
Facts. They still got to hit the same, and they ain't going to hit the same if they not still active and still in the streets when that's the terrible attitude.
Yeah.
Because once you're a rapper, I don't think anyone's taking you serious as a gangster anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're out the way already.
So what do you think about Mayor Eric Adams saying that drill music is the cause for the increase in violence in New York City?
I think Mayor Eric Adams is a liar.
Yeah.
Drill music is not the cause for crime in the city. You're just using the kids being shot and the drill music as a way to correlate, but there's no correlation with music in shootings.
Yeah.
Shootings been happening. So you mean to tell me the music made niggas kill everybody in the 90s? No.
Yeah.
Music made niggas kill niggas in the 2000s. No, I don't think it was a diss record before niggas went and shot 50 Cent 9 times. I just think he got shot 9 times and then he made the records about it. Yeah. I don't think that's happens. I just think that what's happening is you're watching videos and you're hearing kids talk about murders and shootings so casually that you're trying to correlate it with that. But most of the kids that are rapping about the shootings is not actually doing it. Yeah. So if they're not doing it, that means they're lying. So how can you say that they are the cause of this music when the shit is happening already? They're just talking about it after music. Like they're dissing people that are already dead.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like shit, you from Van Dyke, right? What? So the kids that's in Van Dyke, that the kids are talking about Ike. You think they know Ike and Nuke, nigga? Them niggas is 30 years old right now. Them kids don't know them niggas, but they talking about them because they're the only people they know that died.
Yeah.
That's friends with the people that they have oppositions with. They don't know those guys. Literally, they don't know those guys. They don't even know half the people they're dissing. They're just dissing them because that's what the other guys are rest in peace into.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff is just not even truly happening.
Yeah.
Like they're talking about murders that might have happened 10 years before they stepped off the porch.
Yeah.
But they're just rapping because it sounds good. So you can't use them songs as a way to say this, that, and the third. And then if you did say that, let's say it is the cause. Let's just for argument's sake, for argument's sake, let's say drill music is the cause for the murders and the increase of violence in New York City. Let's say, what's the solution?
Yeah.
Not letting them do shows. Because not letting them do shows is going to stagnate them in the community, right? So they can't make any bread, so they got to stay in the hood. What they're going to do? Now they're going to shoot somebody because they can't make any bread any other way because you're telling the venues, if you do a drill show, I'm going to shut it down instead of letting the kids make the money so they can get further away from the situation that they got going on in the streets. You feel me? There's no solution. It's just more hindrance, more problems. They're just trying to create more problems for the kids instead of finding real solutions.
Yeah. So how can we bring peace to our community?
Financial literacy, bro. Financial literacy. I think we need to start teaching our kids about credit, taxes at 5, 6 years old.
Yes, sir.
I think we should start teaching them about how to build their portfolio at 10 years old, 13. Yes, so the more that they have to worry, the more that they have to focus on being financially literate, they're going to have less time to be in the streets and doing other nonsense because what's happening is by the time they realize how to pay taxes and shit, they're 30.
Yeah.
Some of them, you gotta remember, some of them niggas is coming home from 35, 36 years old. They never paid a bill in their fucking life. And then you put them on the streets and tell them to be productive members of society with no tools.
Yep.
They've been in jail 20 years. You give them no tools. You give them no programming. You didn't teach them anything. Yeah. You taught them, stay out of, don't go out with friends. People placing the things and ART and ASAT and all of that shit. We know about all of that. How you start a business, how to get an LLC when you get home, things like that. That's the things niggas need to do. Because everybody ain't meant for a job. Some niggas are natural entrepreneurs. That's why they've been selling drugs.
Yes,
you feel what I'm saying? So if a nigga was good enough to sell drugs and he could sell, you gotta remember, it takes a lot of work to sell a piece of crack to somebody who buys crack from other people already.
Yeah.
So you have to know how to market yourself. That's marketing. So now a nigga might be like, I got 2 for 20s or 3 for 20s. That's marketing.
Yeah.
He might be good at marketing. Put him in a marketing firm. Teach him a marketing class. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or a nigga who know how to cook the crack. That nigga, that's a chemist right there.
Yeah.
Teach the nigga, put the nigga in biochemistry or something like that. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might be a nigga who know how to burn the bags. All right, this nigga's in packaging. Put the nigga in UPS. It's like, figure other solutions. Take people's strong suit and help them develop that instead of just actually putting them in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Education teaches you how to be a follower.
Come on.
100%.
But in order to be a great leader, you have to be an excellent follower. You have to be. Like, you can't be the boss on the block if you ain't never sell crack for niggas. How you gonna know how to pay niggas? How you gonna know how to do the work? How you gonna know how to get your shit cooked and who to get it from? How to cook back right? You gotta work for a nigga. Like, I had to work for, before I took over my block, I had to work for niggas on the block. For years. And the only way I took over the block because everybody went to jail. So all the older niggas went to jail. I'm the only nigga out there with mad young niggas. I had to teach somebody this shit, so I had the knowledge. I had to give it to niggas. So that's how that shit just work. In the hood, they don't think that way though. Another niggas are like, man, fuck these little niggas. I'm gonna take all the money for myself. I'm gonna shoot at these niggas. They try to hustle. Not me. I was like, yo, I gotta put these niggas on because I gotta get further away from the street. You feel what I'm saying? So education is the key. Like, we gotta educate niggas younger, earlier. That's why people like, yo, you put your son in private school? Yes, I put my son in private school. Yes, I did. Yes, I don't give a fuck. I'm putting my son in private school. And he's gonna go there. I'm gonna pay for that shit month in and month out for the rest of his motherfucking life because he needs a better opportunity to be educated than I had.
I went to boarding school for high school.
Fire.
So I know that world. So that's what I'm saying. I guess it's a crazy story from the South Bronx, baseball, meeting the right people, mentor coaches, and I ended up at a $45,000 high school in Connecticut.
Fire.
You know, so my world changed young at 16. So by the time I start mentoring kids, I'm telling them like, yo, there's mad shit that you could be doing.
Facts.
That's lit, bro. Uncle Jay, I got girls my whole life, no? Like, I was always I was always that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga from the sidewalk, and every party with all the girls, fly. I was the man in baseball. I played pro overseas. I went to college. I graduated. I lived in DC. I lived overseas. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit from the South Bronx.
Facts.
So I'm telling you, yo, it's possible.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta listen. Meet the right people, get the right people behind you, and you know how to move accordingly. But I'm giving the blueprint out. I know it's not the sexiest thing in the world, but mad shit happened to me. 8 years old, knife to my neck, been jumped, been robbed, you name it. Casualty living in the hood though. You know how to move. But I'm telling kids, yo, you could do it. You could definitely do it, 100%.
And you could have went the other way. Anyone in those situations where you was in a bad spot could have pushed you to the other side, but you had a different goal. You already had it in your mind that you wasn't gonna let that be the cause to make you deter from your goal, and your goal was to get out. You feel what I'm saying? Or at least not get out, come back in a better position where you can teach niggas how to get out.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
And we doing it. You know, I got a nonprofit called Slice of Excellence, where we trade report cards for pizza.
Oh, that's fine.
So every week we blessing kids with pizza all over New York City.
Oh, that's dope.
Doing one in school. So that's my way of staying involved. I also coach sports and shit, but you know, that was my way of making academics cool. Like, you know, it's fire to be smart.
Like my man Lonnie doing some shit like that right now with St. Francis College. They got some shit called Guns for Grants. You turn the gun, you get 4 years of college. Like Guns for Grants. Go look it up. I don't know the exact website, but it's called Guns for Grants. You gotta be 18 or older with a high school diploma. And they got a program where you can go get your GED. And then you can go to them and get, like, listen, you turn the gun, you get 4 years of college. I know how expensive college is. My sister just went, Clark, graduated about 5-6 years ago. She's still paying that shit. College is mad expensive, bro. So listen, go get that gun that you was about to go rob a nigga with. Go take that. Turn it into my man anonymously, and he's gonna make sure that you get your 4 years of college, bro.
That's fire.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that's like you doing like that makes kids, that gives them incentive to do that.
Sir.
It was like your mom telling you, like, if you get a good report card, I'll buy you these Jordans. These parents nowadays, they can't afford that.
No,
So there's no incentive for a kid to do good in school because he's like, yo, fuck, I go on the streets to scam and get that shit. I'm not waiting for my parents.
And then like, even though pizza is what, $20, whatever, not every family got $20.
Facts, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? Every family's in a different financial situation. So now we kind of eliminate that. And as a child, you've been noticed, you've been elevated, and you've been enlightened. Like, damn, like I'm breaking bread with my family right now because I did good in school. Everybody looking at you like, damn, Eric did his thing. That's so fire. So that's the whole goal behind it. And it just started when I was teaching. And that's what I did with my students. And then social media, and it just took off.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? That. So we definitely, and through that, I'm doing the financial literacy because we got a Talking Dough series. What's pizza made out of?
Dough.
What you call money?
Dough.
Talking dough.
Come on, that's
You know what I'm saying? So
like that.
we doing, I'm teaching the stocks, very, 101, but I mean, I'm up 20 bands in 4 years. So I'm like, wow, like, I'm doing it with my uncle, with my aunt. I'm now telling my family, like, yo, put this away, do this, do that, try to look here, invest in what you consume, re-rich that, pour that, trying to pass the information around my circle, And now when you start hanging around people that are on that time, now you just learning even more. Now you having those conversations. So we now on the block arguing about the bum ass Knicks. Yeah. We're talking about the top 5 companies in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about that. Everybody got an iPhone, right?
It's a fact.
It's $1,300. Apple shares $160. How many shares? Divide 1,300 by 160. That's how many shares of Apple you can own right now. So we got to talk about ownership, and we got to take back control of the narrative. Real shit.
True story, though.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
So thank you to Atlantic Records, family, for giving the streets of New York this opportunity. I'm going to stop here. I'm a product of the New York public school system.
Facts.
What does that mean?
Product of the New York school system means we didn't learn. We learned we did our learning outside the school.
Yeah.
I fucked up way more money than I had.
Yeah.
Like, if I had the education, I'd have been in a way better situation because I would have knew to go and buy stocks. Like you're teaching, go buy stocks instead of socks that cost $200 from Gucci.
Yeah.
Buying sneakers that cost $300-$400 a week before they come out just to have them and say, I did it like that. You feel what I'm saying? Doing it consistently and always trying to be ahead of the curve, being fresh instead of being ahead of the curve, being rich. You feel me?
Yeah.
And being a product of New York City school system, it means that you was meant to fail.
Yes, sir.
You was meant to fail.
Yes, sir.
They based prisons off of our 3rd grade test scores.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? So if you in a neighborhood where your kids in the 3rd grade aren't doing well, they're gonna build a jail. That's why they put Crossroads in Brownsville. That's where they put the new Spofford on Brook Avenue. That's where they did Horizons. You know what I mean? That's what they did that because those schools had low test scores. They knew their kids was going to those jails to fill them, and it happened.
Damn. That was real. And that's how you perpetuate the system. It's a revolving door. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's the craziest part? Let me tell you something. I need to cut you off.
No, never.
When they was building Crossroads, I remember niggas saying, yo, I can't wait to go there.
No, that's different.
Because in our hood, I tell you, going to jail is a badge of honor.
It's a badge
it's like,
of honor.
I wonder who's the first niggas in Crossroads. Like, what they niggas is doing. They got to be the first niggas in the bed, bro. Like, that's what we was thinking about. Not, why the fuck they putting a jail in our neighborhood? Like, you know what I mean? The jail is next door to the precinct.
Yeah.
The precinct is here, the jail is here, the projects is here.
Yeah.
That is not a coincidence, my nigga.
Yeah. That's like the Taco Bell and KFC combo. You know what I'm saying? They put them shits together for a reason.
Fact. That shit is not, it's just not a coincidence.
Yeah.
The projects, the jail, the precinct, that is not a coincidence, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's crazy. So that goes right into the New York juvenile justice system and the New York State prison system.
Facts. I was a victim of both of those.
Yeah. So you said those are the hardest obstacles to overcome in the city. This partnership gives me the ability to get these kids out of those same debilitating cycles and systems and give them something that most of them have lost, and that is hope. What does hope mean to you?
Hope is a lot. I mean, some days, like, hope is all I had. Cause I knew that, I hope that one day I get the opportunity to show somebody that I'm ready to do something different with my life. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the hope and the wish and the prayer is all the same shit. We pray to somebody we don't see. We hoping for something that we can't see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you don't have vision, if you don't have vision, you don't have ambition, you don't have belief, those 3 things don't even mean anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can pray to this God who you think is going to help you, but if you don't put the plan in action, he can't even move you around spiritually. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The hope is there for you to be able to think like, you know what, one day I'm going to make this work. You know what I'm saying? So the hope is what keeps you hungry, keeps you motivated, honestly.
Absolutely.
And kids need that.
Yeah. So talk to us about Cultivated Agency.
Cultivated Agency. I started the Cultivated Agency back in 2019, officially. It's a company that I started with a friend of mine, my man Teddy the Don, as the vice president, and my assistant Jamela Peterkin. She's from Bedford-Stuyvesant. So Jamela's been working with me for years already at that time. Like, we did showcases or whatever the case may be. And when I was starting the agency, I was like, yo, I need an assistant and I need a songwriter and producer. Those are the three things I knew I needed.
Yeah.
And I got my assistant and I got a songwriter producer and one person, my man Teddy the Don.
Yeah.
And we already had 22 G's.
Yeah.
So 22 G's, Teddy the Don and him, like Tutu, when he first came home, he was hot, but he didn't really know how to rap that well because he never really been in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, he'd go to the studio one time, do a song, then shoot a video, shit get 1 million views, and he won't do another video until he get another song type shit. So he never was consistently doing music, so he didn't really know how to do music. And then when he was in jail, he didn't really record that much.
Yeah.
So when we finally got him in the studio and was working over the last couple of years, and him and Teddy and the shit writing the records and shit like that, and we started building, I was like, yo, you know what? We gotta give this shit some. So cultivated is 2 words. It's culture and cultivate.
Yeah.
Because I cultivate the culture.
Yeah.
So once he put it together, and we started doing it, and we actually established the company, we had 22 G's as our first client, and then our second client was Max the Demon.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was supposed to have been Chef G, but then we parted ways a little bit after his situation and shit. And then I had found Max the Demon. We started with him. But it was really like, we started in 2019 with 22 G's.
Yeah. So can you tell us about the Atlantic distribution deal?
Yeah, I did so through the success of 22 G's and Max the Demon, and I'm gonna say this. You know, everybody knew in the industry that I was a part of the Chef G Sleepy Hollow situation early on. So with those 3 situations taken off, it was natural for me to keep trying to find new acts. So one day I'm sitting in the crib, my man bed, like, yo, bro, I got this artist I need you to take a look at. Please, I need you to help me with him. I was like, all right, bet, fuck it. I'll meet with the kid. I met with the kid, sit there talking and shit like that. I love the kid. His energy was good. His voice was raspy. I'm like, yo, this nigga's a fucking animal.
Yeah.
And he had a record that was already lit. So I'm like, yo, bro, realistically, what you want? He like, yo, bro, if you could get me $150,000, like $150, I would do the deal with you today. Are you sure? He said, you give me $150, I'll do the deal with you right now.
Yeah.
I called the label. I said, yo, the nigga just want $150,000. They're like, I don't know. I give him 50,000. Like, no, bro. The nigga asked for 150, like 150,000. Like, yeah. I see a nigga give $50,000 for videos.
Yeah.
Like, get a nigga 150. I don't know. Are you sure now? All right, boom. So then I'm like, yo, give me a couple of days. I'm gonna talk to them. Did a couple of sessions with the kid, whatever the case may be. Came back to the drawing board, asked him again, like, please, like, let's do this kid. He got the fire. Like, he did fire records in the last 2 days. He got fire. Yeah. He's a little aggressive, but he got fire records. They're like, I don't want to do it. Had to let the nigga go.
Yeah.
He went to my man. My man took him, signed him. Nigga became the biggest artist in drill, Pop Smoke.
Damn. What a story.
Crazy.
What a story.
Crazy.
And I can't wait for people to, like, I'm sitting here witnessing this. And I'm just waiting for you to say who the fuck it was. And then everybody's going to get to enjoy this and just be like, just follow the story and boom, Pop Smoke.
It's fucking Pop Smoke, son. And then how ill of a nigga he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He know niggas was trying to get him on and shit like that. And then when I found BizzyBanks, he kind of took Bizzy under the wing too, like help him. And not saying it was on the strength of me, but he was giving him that same help that niggas was trying to give to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's how ill of a nigga he was. And like, my deal with Atlantic came on the back of like, because of that situation, trying to bring Chef G and Sleepy Hollow there, telling them like, yo, you should sign 504 and these things like that. Like, a lot of things slipped through our hands. So it was like, yo, you know what? We ain't letting no more slip through our hands. We're going to give them a situation so we can go figure it out.
Yeah.
So as soon as they gave me the deal, we signed BizzyBanks, CoachdaGhoat, and Shawnee Bin Laden. And those are 3 artists that I work with over there, aside from also with 22 G's. But I also have deals at other companies too.
Yeah. So before we end out, we're gonna go to Twitter real fast. Mm-hmm. I'm never surprised that people listen to my artists. Mm-hmm. I'd be surprised when they admit it publicly.
Facts.
What do you mean by that?
So the other day, I'm on fucking, excuse me, I'm in the crib just chilling, and my man sent me a DM like, my man sent me a text like, yo, you seen this? I'm like, what's this? I look at it. It's fucking Giveon doing the fucking 22G shit dance to his to his song and shit. I'm like, oh, that's crazy because I know niggas listen to him.
Yeah.
But they don't publicly say they do.
Yeah.
So that was ill for him to actually do that. You know what I mean? Because niggas don't do that not for him, they don't.
Yeah. I like that. I love Dolph's music. Nigga be fake yelling at you to chase your dreams every song.
So every song, nigga be like, get money. Go out and get it. Nigga be yelling at you. Be like, all right, Dolph, damn, I'm getting up.
Yeah.
Like, get up and grind, bitch, nigga. Like, he talk to you crazy on your song, but it's all motivation.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? He make you, like, Dolph is the first artist that made me, like, when I first listened to him, like, I listened to Mad South niggas. Like, my favorite group back in the days was these niggas named Dirty Boys. Yeah. They had this song called Hit the Flow. These guys were doing the best rappers in South history that never really got their shot. So I love Southern music.
Yeah.
But that nigga was the first nigga I ever listened to and was like, yo, you know he's not fronting.
Yeah.
Like, this is him if he wasn't a rapper.
Yeah.
If he wasn't a rapper, he would still be buying the cars, he would still be living. This is him.
Yeah.
Every one of his albums are a fucking Get Money seminar. That nigga could be Jordan Belfort, my nigga. Yeah. Like, even when he died, what they said, he owned 200 properties in Memphis. Yeah. He was donating to women's charities and children's charities every month. He was putting niggas through school, go to the school where he went to school at, was helping the kids and the principal. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Because he was such a motivational nigga. Like, that shit came through in the music. Yeah. And I just love Dolph. So I really love Dolph. Rest in peace, young Dolph.
Rest in peace, young Dolph, for sure. I love UK clubs. We be dancing all night. Felt like NYC nightlife 07, 08.
Facts. Son. I was in the club in the UK, my nigga, and niggas was dubbing all night like it was the skating ring, like the skate key, my nigga.
Oh, the skate hero was fire.
Son, niggas in there dubbing all night, having like rubbing, chill. Yeah. It was like an old school basement reggae party. And crazy, the shit looked like a tunnel. We was in the basement. Yeah. That shit was so fire. I ain't never had fun like that in a minute in America. I was like, nah, this is crazy.
That's funny, man. You said Ray Allen acts like a drill rapper.
He do. That nigga Ray Allen is crazy. So I think went to the 75th anniversary and didn't give none of his teammates a pound. Yeah. Like, you still holding on to that, my nigga? Like, you still mad?
Yeah, they gotta have like a celebrity fight or conversation or something. Come on the podcast and talk about it. You're welcome to come with Conversations Show and chop it up.
Ray Allen is crazy.
That's wild.
Yo, he's a crazy.
Yeah, nah, he is. Yeah, I seen that shit. And when I saw your tweet, I was like, damn, that shit was true. Yeah, I went and looked at it. I'm like, damn, bro, he really.
That nigga's like Jesus Showsworth in real life. Like, nigga's still mad at his pops, even though nigga says sorry.
Yo, man. All right, man. Message to your younger self.
Yo. Listen. Wear a condom when you having sex with bitches from Patchen. I know you ain't know, my nigga. I know. I know you ain't know. You know now, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get burnt twice in the same month.
All right. Message to the youth.
Get up and get to it, my nigga. Let me tell you something. You young niggas, you don't have time, bro. Before you turn around, you're going to be 25. Then you're going to blink, you'll be 35. When you broke at 35 and you living in your mom's couch, and you're going to be reevaluating yourself and like, damn, I violated by not paying attention in the first 20 years of my life. Listen, don't wait. Get it done today. If you think about it tomorrow, do that shit today. Do everything you want to do today, my nigga. Don't wait. Do it today. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Do everything you want to do today. Do not put it off tomorrow. Because your today is going to pay for your tomorrow. And your tomorrow is going to pay for yesterday's. So you got to make sure that you're focused on today, my nigga. Please. Today is the day to get it done. Don't wait.
Wait, that's real, man. So this is going to drop April 4th. We got episode 93 finishing out Women's Month.
Okay.
Definitely like, subscribe, comment. You know, you're going to love this episode. This one's for Brooklyn.
Come on.
For sure.
The culture.
You know, for the culture, you know. So, you know, I look forward to staying in contact.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
hopefully interview 22Gs.
Yeah,
some of the other artists, you know.
Let me tell you something about 22Gs, right? And the reason why, like, you know, it's crazy. Like I said, like, the next couple interviews I do, I probably bring him up on them, on a few of them.
Yeah.
Like, because I want people to understand, like, he's a really nice fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's a nice ass kid, bro. Like, he has manners. Like, he comes from a Guyanese home. Like, you feel what I'm saying? His mom did an excellent job with him manners-wise.
Yeah.
It's like, you can't control the shit he says in his songs and shit, but as a human being, as a person, he's a fucking excellent kid.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I always tell people, like, I don't judge niggas by what they say. I judge them by how they act. And I pay attention because sometimes the bad never really outweighs the good.
Yeah.
So if the good outweigh the bad, I could be able to take a few things. If a nigga might say, yo, fuck you every once in a while, I can take that.
Yeah.
If a nigga is a good person and works great in other areas, like he's a hard worker, I can get him to be in certain things, I can get him to do things when we need to and shit like that. That shit outweighs the times when he's telling you, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I always outweigh the good with the bad. And then another nigga that too that I wish we could have did more interviews because he was so highly intelligent was CoachdaGhoat. Free CoachdaGhoat.
Yeah.
CoachdaGhoat is a highly intelligent man. I think people are deprived the privilege of being able to hear him speak more.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I think they were deprived the real privilege to be able to hear him speak because this guy's highly intelligent.
Yeah. Well, all your artists have a place here.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? The Cultivated Agency.
Fact shot.
Welcome on Conversation with all the time.
Come on.
You know, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow the guy. And, you know, this is for Brooklyn.
Come on.
Appreciate you, OG. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Shout out to the Cultivated Agency. You can follow me at Vokarondon on all platforms, VOKRONDON, the Cultivated Agency, on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter. Shout out to BizzyBanks, 22Gs, CoachdaGhoat, Shawnee Bin Laden, MoneymadeEli, Native Dancer, Masio, Gunz, and Baby Gates, and every other artist we work with, every other producer. Shout out to Teddy the Dawn, the Oracle of this shit. Shout out to Jamela. Love Jamela.
The COO, man.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Shout out to her, man. We communicated.
I can't do it without Jamela. She runs my life. I wouldn't be able to do anything without Jamela.
She's amazing. Shout out to her for
Shout out to Jamela. She holds it down. She's like I'm like the dad. She's like the mom.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the kids is mad at me, they go run to Jamela and vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? And another thing I want to say, I didn't even, everybody was like, why you always calling them kids?
Yeah.
Because they've been treated like adults their whole life.
Yeah.
From 13 to 18 to 21, they always been treated like adults. They never was treated like a kid. They been treated like children because that's why they act out, because they're still actually children. If my kids, if the artist was 21 and they were white, they'll still be in college. They'll be going for the summer at their uncle's fucking
his hedge fund in Greenwich.
Summer, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Working at the country club and shit like that. Yeah. Then he gets to he's 26 years old to figure out what he wants to do. Not in our community. Our parents kick us out at 18. We got to figure it out by 19.
Figure it out, yep.
If we don't figure it out, we asked out for the next 10 years. You feel me? So I want to give niggas more grace. Kids need more grace period. They need time to think. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know exactly what it is you want to do. I didn't know what I want to do at 23. I just knew I didn't want to be broke and I didn't want to be in jail. Yeah. So I knew I had to figure something out. It took me till I was 30 years old to put my plan into action. If I had help and I had the right guidance, I'd have got it to action way earlier. So
it's facts. This one's for Brooklyn.
Come on, the culture. You already know.
Good, man.
So appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, God. Thank you, man.
No problem, King.